Hey Kelly, what you doing? It's time to do a video. Hello?
What?
Come on, get up. Let's talk about this video.
What? YCS Milan?
Milan?
Oh, Milan, Milan, Mulan, Dragons.
Hey, Milan was a good movie, though.
What do you want?
Come on, let's get up here. We're going to talk about this, meta.
It's just the same decks over and over again.
But they're made differently each time.
So yes, it is true. YCS Milan has the exact same decks winning the event as almost every event of the year. But this time it is a little bit different. Things are starting to change in this Yu-Gi-Oh card meta. And I know I have been reiterating this same point over and over again, but it's finally reaching its breaking point. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down YCS Milan, that's right, Milan. And we will also be able to show you guys some sleeper decks in the meta and why they are so successful in this format. I'm TheCaliEffect, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, then make sure you destroy that subscribe button. But also, be sure to hit that notification bell because, well, we just too strong. So without further ado, I present to you a breakdown on YCS Milan. Is that what I'm going to go with? I'm going to make it something clickbaity at the top. YCS Milan is literally a tale of two stories. One story being that, oh man, Sky Striker Orcust won again. Orcust is the best deck of the format. It can't be beat over and over again. You guys can look at it that way, or you can look at it this way. Orcust is not the best deck of the format. There are so many decks in Yu-Gi-Oh that can compete. I've been saying this for a very long time, and this event is only proving me more right. Let's actually take a look at the Yu-Gi-Oh breakdown so I can get a little bit more into it and show you exactly what I mean. The main event yielded what it looks like about 1,500 players. Out of those 1,500 players, 400 were playing Orcust, whether you're playing pure Orcust or a Sky Striker variant. 200 were playing Sky Striker, almost 200 were playing Solomon Great out of 181, Thunder Dragon 144, True Draco 111, Pendulum 60, and then the players that just came to have fun with their friends and get scraped were at 830. Or was it really? Again, this is a tale of two stories. Orcust dominating the tables, period, having double the representation of any other deck in the entire event. Now that is huge for the player mindset. At least in theory, players really feel that Orcust is the best deck of the format. And it only combined with the power that Orcust is one of the cheaper decks. I mean, what does an Orcust deck cost like 150 or something like that? It can't cost too much. I mean, I'm pretty sure 150 is a little low, but $300 would probably get you a full Orcust deck, extra, main, side, the whole shebang, whereas decks in the past would cost you about $500-600. So, that's just me being an old head. Anyways, Orcust being able to have that much representation, I mean, it's just a no-brainer that a deck like that would top. It's a really good deck, but is it really the best deck? When we take a look at the top 32, breakdown 17 of the 32 decks were Orcust. Now, the reason why I say 17 of the 32 is because Sky Striker Orcust is literally just Orcust with Sky Striker cards. And then you have that Lunalight Orcust, which is really just a Lunalight deck with an Orcust engine. But even more importantly, you have pure Orcust making it in there as well. Now, the reason why this is a little disappointing is because when you have 400, double the representation of any other deck, you would expect Orcust just to get a little more, maybe 20 to 24 tops, but 17 doesn't really cut it. And then there being a huge division on the certain Orcust decks that can top just show you how fragile the deck can really be. I like Orcust, but I don't think that it's 17 of the 32 tier 0, the best deck, herder, we should all play it type of deck. And this is why. Solomon Great making 4 slots out of the 32 inside of a meta where people are playing there can be only one in the main board is a testament to just how powerful Solomon Great can be. You also have to look at the hurdles that they have to jump going through Nibiru and all that other stuff, and not having the greatest matchup against decks like Orcust, and it's in the top 32, 4 slots to be exact. Sky Striker having a decent showing at best, if that's what you want to call it, having 4 tops with 200 players representing the deck. I'm not overall impressed with the Sky Striker concept. Losing your Mecha Widow Anchor has severely hurt the deck, and while it is a still viable deck, I would not put it at the tier 1 status. Currently, if you look at it at one side of the coin, Orcust is the dominant deck of the format. It is unbeatable until you look at the top 8 and top 32, or the top 8 and the top 2 cuts. Second was True Draco, one of the least represented decks on this chart. 111 players playing True Draco converted into a top, which then converted into a top 2. Now, if you were to look at it from the outskirts and it was just a top, maybe in the 32 bracket, you'd be like, oh, that's a really, really good True Draco player. But then he gets to the top 32 bracket, and this is where True Draco gets a little interesting. Anytime you play True Draco, you have to basically disregard all of your opponent's monsters and their spell and trap cards because you can destroy them for literally free. Draconic Diagram allows you to destroy your own cards to gain free searches, and the only card that you're really fearful is Topologic Zeroboros and Cosmic Cyclone. True Draco doesn't really have much to stop it right now, but what's even more important is that it plays when you play. It gains resources when you gain resources. This deck can be pretty unbeatable against certain matchups, and it has a lot of pop, a good feel to it. It also punishes the opponent from destroying your own back row, and cards like There Can Be Only One, literally, this deck runs There Can Be Only One. And while we're talking about it, I do think that There Can Be Only One needs to be addressed as well. After seeing the events that transpired, I don't think There Can Be Only One is a great card anymore. Now, don't get me wrong, There Can Be Only One does have a very useful purpose. It shuts out those mono-type decks. And then you start to realize that, hey, I mean, Orcust is a mono-type deck. How did it make so many slots? Solomon Great is a mono-type deck. How did that make so many slots? I mean, just looking at Solomon Great and all of its heroics, it had to play through main-boarded There Can Be Only Ones and Nibiru's, and it still took 4 slots in the top 32. There Can Be Only One that seems really good on paper, and people were practicing it out. And the more and more I start to play Yu-Gi-Oh!, the more and more I start to play against other players and see them flip up There Can Be Only One, it turns from, oh my god, I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! To like, okay, what's the next cheekiest way I can get out Nightmare Phoenix, and then get out Nightmare Unicorn, and then proceed to make a board? One of the real kickers in this top bracket was a Thunder Dragon. Now, it did have a poor conversion rate, but looking at this particular Thunder Dragon, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I will leave all the links of these profiles down below in the description. But looking at this particular Thunder Dragon, it was built to beat the meta. It banishes everything sent to the graveyard and doesn't look back, and it doesn't hold twice. I'm actually enamored by Thunder Dragon, and yes, I built another Thunder Dragon deck to be able to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. It's just one of my favoritely designed decks. It just has so many great instances where it prevents the opponent from searching, which Sky Striker Orcust now search through their Sky Striker cards. It prevents the opponent from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it can get out of There Can Be Only One fairly easy. One of the surprises of this format was Magical Musketeer in the top 32 bracket. Now, Dancing Needle is probably the biggest reason why it's in the top 32 bracket, being a DD Crow in a format where DD Crow is the best hand trap of the format. You get it? It has a hand trap that's literally a trap that, you know, can be searched and then like activated from the hand as a hand trap, except it does more. Am I ever explaining this? I think that there's some clear-cut winners and losers of this event. Mind Control should be trending up if players continue to play There Can Be Only One. Nightmare Phoenix is obviously that go-to card unless you're playing a Cyber's deck. Solomon Greats have to get a little bit more innovative by spell summoning Solomon Great Foxy to their side of the field to destroy that There Can Be Only One before they go through their sequences. Pendulum is getting stupid crafty as now they have an FTK. A fucking FTK. If you guys are like me, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Veteran and has lived through the harsh terrors of the FTK era, then you guys are probably terrified of this FTK. I don't think it's like the most invincible thing ever, but it still exists. And Pendulum was the very least represented deck and took up 3 slots. So again, when you look at YCS Milan, you get 2 sides of one coin. You get Orcust being the best deck of the format, being overly represented, and then securing half of the top seats. Or you can look at it this way. There are so many awesome decks that bubbled. Trains bubbled. Necros bubbled. It's just like there were just one victory away from hitting that top 32 bracket at one of the biggest events we've had this year, meaning that if you take it to your local or regional level event, these decks can more than likely top, if not win the event themselves. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is in a solid state right now. I think that Orcust is overrepresented. I don't think it's overrated though. Just overrepresented. You can play just about anything in this Yu-Gi-Oh! Format, and I utter to you guys, just about anything competitive, and you can win an event. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and if you guys want to see more analysis, breakdowns on the meta, my thoughts and opinions, then go ahead and let us know down below in the comment section. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.